Hey guys, I'm in my 2003 BMW X5. Let's take this out for a spin today. So this is my first video of the BMW X5. As you can see, this is the interior. It's all black leather, all decked out. It's got sunroof here, so you can see. This is seats 5 people. It's got an inline 6-cylinder engine. I love this car, this truck. Actually, it's an SUV, sports utility vehicle. This is BMW's first sports utility vehicle ever built, and they did a fantastic job entering into the SUV market in 2003. I just love this car. I've got 71,456 miles, 71456. Got in 2003, so this is almost 13 years old. 14 years old. Today is January 13th, 2017. So I'll be bringing you videos of my experiences on this vehicle, on this BMW. I just love this truck. I like the high ride. It's all-wheel drive. It's permanent all-wheel drive. The inline 6-cylinder engine is spectacular. This is just a phenomenal vehicle. This is my first BMW ever, and I picked a good product. They say, you know, the BMW is the ultimate driving machine, and they're absolutely right about that. I've driven many cars over the last 20-30 years, and I have 3 cars, 2 Beamers, 1 Honda. So today we're going to talk about this Beamer, the X5. This is my personal vehicle. I just love it. This inline 6-cylinder engine, man. 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine. They don't make these. Actually, they do still make them, but you have to pay for quite a bit for them. They've typically got. You can only get it the 6-cylinder turbocharged. This is naturally aspirated. There's no turbocharging, so you kind of feel that whole engine. And I'm just keeping this vehicle, man. I'm not getting rid of this. This is just an amazing vehicle. Love it. So I haven't really done many miles on this. We've taken it. I use this for taking the family on long road trips. We've been up to Canada, Vancouver in this vehicle. We've been to Vegas many times. Been to LA, up and down the West Coast, Pacific Highway 1, Monterey. So I use this for transporting the family around when we're doing long trips, because it's so damn comfortable. I love taking this on long distance rides. Just beautiful day. The sun came out here in California. I live here in the Bay Area. Sun came out in California. It's winter. For the first time in a couple of weeks, we just had a couple of really massive storms come in. So we're getting on Interstate 80 here, and this is Interstate 80. It goes all the way from San Francisco all the way to New York, East Coast, the famous Interstate 80. Let's get on the freeway. Man, you gotta really drive a BMW to understand what a BMW drives like. Totally different to anything Japanese, and totally different to any American product. So I'll be bringing a series of videos going forward. What do I like about this car, what I don't like about it. Today this is just primarily an intro video, just give you a feel of how this is a point of view driving, how this drives like so smooth, man. So smooth. You're sitting up nice and high. I love the high ride of this. It's just comfortable, man. Very comfortable. The seats are amazing. So quiet here in the cabin. On the freeways it's very quiet, unlike my Honda Accord V6. Very noisy on the freeway. This is nice and quiet. like driving this thing around. Interstate 80. It's got I think this is a 6-speed transmission, 5-speed transmission, 5 or 6. I think it could be 5 actually. You can get it into manual mode and select the gears as well. There's a manual Steptronic transmission here. The good thing about this car is it drives all 4 wheels are always connected. It's all-wheel drive permanent. It's not like rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. I love that all-wheel drive traction. We've taken it up to the snow in Tahoe. It's just handled it really well. It's just secure and planted. So this car I got in 2003, so they were retailing about $39,000 just base model before, before adding all the options. So it started off $39,000, then I added a bunch of options to this. I pretty much got everything, all the options available: navigation system, xenon lights, leather seats, sunroof. I got all these added. So by the time I got it, I think I added about $6,000-$7,000 worth of options, and then total it came down to almost $50,000 at the time, with taxes and payments. So this is we went all out in this car. We just wanted to get something that we wanted to keep long term, and we've been very happy with this vehicle. I love the room in the car. The cockpit is nice. The layout is fine. The wheel. This is a big steering wheel. It's not like a little Honda steering wheel on my Honda Accord. It's nice and big, and you feel like like that big. It's got a big steering wheel. I love it. Handles just amazing. For a big vehicle, it's pretty easy to navigate around. Yeah, it came with a 4-year, at the time it came with a 4-year plan, so all services covered after 4 years. And then after that is pretty much your maintenance on your own. And the maintenance is comparable. I think it's just a little bit more expensive than the Honda. I mean, my Honda's had a lot of maintenance issues, and you think Hondas are cheap, supposed to be cheap in maintenance. That's not necessarily true. See my Honda videos. This BMW has had definitely some maintenance, some maintenance requirements, but it's not that much more expensive than a Honda. So I've been pretty happy. Considering the brand and the prestige you get with driving a BMW, I don't mind paying the slight additional dollars extra than the Honda. And a lot of the stuff I try to do, I've done the oil change once, but it didn't save me that much money. By the time you're getting the 6s, the 8 quarts or the 7, it takes quite a bit of oil on this. By the time you take all the oil to parts, you're better off just getting a deal from the dealership. The last time I just took it to the dealership, $110 they charged me for. I got a special for the oil change, and if I had done it all myself, the equipment I would have paid with all the parts, I would have paid like $85 on my own. So I figured, $25 more. I didn't mind the hassle of getting it done by the dealership. So I was totally okay with that. Some of the big challenges that have occurred on this car is I just like being preventive. I like taking proactive steps. So I changed the transmission fluid myself at about 60,000 miles. They say transmission fluid you got to change every, it's a lifetime guarantee. It's unlimited. I would not recommend that. I changed it around 65,000 miles. Pretty easy to do. And then I also changed the engine. I took the engine cover off and I changed the engine gasket at the top. They said that everyone took it to dealership, wanted that changed. I did that. The two big issues that have come up is the boot covers on the front axles have kind of broken up, and I still haven't replaced them because the dealership wanted to charge me $1,000. $1,500 to change each, no, about $1,000 to change each boot. So I said, screw that. I'll just wait until it really starts deteriorating, and then I'll just change the axle. So I've just kind of, because I watched Eric, the car guy's video, right? He said just don't worry about changing the boot. It's just, so I'm just gonna leave that, because the car still drives fine. The other thing that's kind of gone bad in this car is the 6-disc changer. The 6-disc changer has stopped working. So I tried to fix that. Watch some YouTube videos. That didn't work. And so this is great. I mean, it goes up the hill just fine. 4-wheel drive. Look at this, handles just like a dream. And then so I'm just gonna probably replace that with a multimedia unit when I get the chance. I'll just replace it with that. And what else has gone bad? There's nothing. Oh yeah, then the rear mirror light. The rear light kind of went bad. And I tried to change the bulb, but that didn't work, so I had to pull out the whole unit and kind of solder on the old kind of socket with some thing. It lost contact, so I fixed